Hi, can you hear me? All right. Yeah, well, the work I'm going to be showing this evening is from Malaba, Kenya, which is right on the border with Uganda. And basically what I was focusing on was documenting the work of Family Health Institute, which does some really amazing work on the border. They ask for the communities in which they're serving to really take an active role in the projects that they're doing. So these pictures that you're seeing are some of the different elements of the good work that they're doing there. This is a farm where a lot of food is produced to help people who basically don't have, are making compromises to their sexual health because of need. And that need isn't based on a desire to have unprotected sex, but it's rather a means in which to feed the many mouths, that are dependent on the people. So this big banner in the background here is basically Ka Kunjo Ukimwe Ipiku Ukimwe is basically stop, prepare, prevent AIDS. And so what the program is finding solutions for, it's basically focusing on a number of different things. Safety stops. Safety stops are a way to have treatment available to people, to have questions answered about HIV and AIDS. This location here is the container, and it's a place where people can play pool, people can interact with each other. There's a real issue of the long-distance truckers in this community having a real dramatic impact on HIV and AIDS. They're primary transmitters to this community. So where Kenya has about 7% of an infection rate, in Malaba, it's about 20% of the population has HIV and AIDS. So truckers and other mobile populations, business people, commercial sex workers are having relationships with multiple partners along the route when they're away on business, and they are having really catastrophic effects on Malaba and a number of the other stops. And it's a perfect correlation between the places where there's a normal stop where people bed down for the evening and increased rates of HIV and AIDS. So the solutions that are being implemented here are dealing with, like I said, the economic issues. If people have 5 or 6 mouths to feed, the first thing on their mind is not their own health, but rather, how do I feed my children? And so providing food for people, providing safe forums in which to get information. Pharmacies are a huge line of defense. So rather than having a trucker have to go to a hospital or a place in which they're uncomfortable or there's a lot of social stigma against that, they're trying to get people up to speed in the pharmacies on what are ways to get antiretroviral treatments, what are ways to get information so that people can start taking responsibility for their own health. This is an example in the back of a pharmacy of a pharmacist describing how to use the antiretroviral treatments. There is a real desire by Family Health Institute to have it be a program for the community and by the community. This area traditionally has a lot of difficulty with NGOs functioning properly. Usually NGOs leave this region in about 6 months because the communities just do not welcome them there. Well, this program that I documented about a year ago has really been a star, and I don't have exact numbers in terms of reductions, but it's really been effective in reducing HIV and just getting people talking about it. And that was the one thing that I really noticed when I was shooting this, was that there was a lot of buzz. People were talking about ways to be safe, ways in which to communicate with one another, to get information. It's not just simple as go out there, put a condom on, and be irresponsible. It's looking at some of the deeper issues that lay behind. So my role as a photographer was to document that and also kind of imply some of the relationships between men and women. This is the last image I'm going to show from East Africa. I'm sorry, I was so nervous. I've calmed down a little. And I have images from New Orleans. I just got back yesterday, and I've been documenting some of the devastation, some of the hope down there. So these pictures are fresh, like this week and last week and the week before. I wanted to show them just to kind of give you guys a feel for what I've been doing lately, and maybe spark some interest. That's the water line there, where the house. There's still a lot of really serious work that needs to be done there, and just because it's not in the mainstream media doesn't mean that we should not be paying attention to what's happening. I'd love to talk to anybody afterward about the extent of Katrina's effect, because there's a lot of hope down there, but there's also a lot of work that needs to be done, and hope some of these pictures maybe facilitate that. So thank you.